Yo, what's good, YouTube? This is Jay from T&J, and the day has finally come. I've decided that I'm gonna move Ryan Braun. Look at these ratings one last time. He is 34 years old. Let's look at his contract. He's gonna be getting paid till he's 38. I mean, $20 million at age 38. That's a lot of money, and I need to get the best value out of him as I can. He's hitting 283 on the year. He's hitting pretty good, to be honest. But we're going to make a trade here. So let me show you what we got here. So before you say anything, I'm going to explain why this is a good trade and why I'm making it. So let's talk about the main piece I'm getting back. Jorge Soler. So here's the thing. The Cubs traded him for Wade Davis last season. So he's been with them, with the Royals, for 2 seasons now. So in real life, right now, he's actually struggling to even stay in the lineup. They sent him down to AAA because Jorge Bonifacio actually took his spot. He came up, and in real life, he's killing. So they actually moved Soler down to AAA. But I thought that was a good opportunity. When I read that article, I was like, let me think about it. I need a good outfielder replacement. Let me see what I can get. So I got Soler here. He's 26. And it's funny because the NL Central, they love to trade within it. They love to get players that, it seems like the NL Central just gets big players, especially the Cubs and Cardinals. They just get big players. And why not steal a former Cub, Soler? He's coming to Milwaukee. And you know what? I'm probably going to stick him in center field because look at his stats. I mean, he's not a true center fielder, but arm strength at 87, reaction at 72, which is decent. He can hit the ball. I mean, he doesn't have any player quirks, but it doesn't matter. He can hit the ball. That's what I need. I need somebody that can replace Braun. Hunter Dozier is the other piece I'm getting back. So he has a potential. He's 26 years old, though. Honestly, I cannot see him making the majors. Like he's going to be at our roster right when I make this trade, but I can't see him cracking a starting lineup at all. So watch for me to flip him to another team. I might flip him, but in order to make this work, because trading Brian Braun alone would not get Soler, so I did have to give up Reggie Flowers. And if you remember, in my draft, I think he was my 2nd round pick last year. So what makes him so valuable is that 96 stamina. I'm gonna miss seeing this guy because he's close to, if I really wanted to, I could have moved him up into the rotation and for that last spot. But Nate Karns is there. Honestly, I'm going to move Nate Karns sometime in this season. I want to get a true number 5. Nate Karns is okay, but he only has 3 pitches. It limits me because when I'm pitching with him, the computer guesses, and they guess right a lot. And he gives up quite a bit of runs. Look at his ERA now, 6.28. So we're going to be looking to move that later in the season before the trade deadline. Maybe we'll move up Michael Worth. He's that lefty with the running fastball that's a beast. I don't know. But let's just execute this trade. I'm excited because we're getting a guy that is a beast. I can't lie. Alright, they're tripping. Hold on. So I just did this earlier. Watch this. Now they want me to take on They want me to take on another contract, it looks like. So they want me to take on Travis Wood's contract. Let's see what he's due. So he's due $5 million over the next 2 years. They want me to take that on. That's the only way they'll make this deal. This is crazy. And one thing I love about MLB The Show is their trade logic is very much improved because look, they didn't want me to accept that trade, taking on all that money. So they want me to take on a Travis Wood contract. He's 31. He's a lefty, 77 overall. He's decent. Is he worth it? Maybe. I'm getting rid of a lot of money here. So let's just do this trade. I'm okay with this. I'm okay with giving up okay, they accepted it. I'm okay with this. So we had to. That's a good feature. Look at that. I'm telling you, man, I'm touching all bases here. That's a good trade right there because they made me take on a contract. Travis Wood, he's actually 79 overall in my lineup because look at that. I mean, he's happy to be here. So let's look at the lineup going up against the Toronto Blue Jays. We got VR still leading off. He's only hitting 239. Eric Thames, Soler is going to hit third in the lineup. Franklin Gutierrez still leading the NL in batting average, 377. Brinson fifth. Travis Shaw gets the DH spot. JJ Hardy's at third. Orlando Arcia and Robinson Trinos is going to hit last for us. So, man, let's just get into this game. Joe Biagini is on the mound for the Blue Jays. He's 1-2 with a 5.83 ERA. And we are in a hitter's park right now in Toronto. To start out the game, VR grounds out. Thames gets a pitch right down the middle and takes it to right. And the newcomer Jorge Soler comes to the plate. His first at bat as a Brewer on a 1-1 count. Whoa, you telling me this is who we're going to replace Braun with his first at-bat as a Brewer? He goes deep. You gotta be kidding me. Man, I'm geeked right now. Like, this is crazy. He went deep on his first at-bat. Who would have ever thought that we would replace Braun with Soler? And, man, he's got a bright future with us. But here in the first inning, Josh Donaldson gets a nice pitch and hits it to right field. And Soler comes up throwing. He's got that strong arm, but not strong enough that time. And Edwin Encarnacion goes deep off of Josh Hader. And just like that, the Blue Jays match the Brewers in the first. They hit a deep fly to tie up the game here in the early parts of the game. And you know what? Biagini was pitching really good. Here, Eric Thames, though, stays hot in the third. Hits a liner to right field. And Soler, in the second at-bat, can't get a hold of that one. I was holding my breath that he would go back-to-back in his first two at-bats. But it didn't happen there. But this time, Josh Hader gets Edwin Encarnacion to strike out. And he settles down here after giving up that first inning home run. And we get out of an inning, and Robinson Chirinos in the fifth.
There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Ranging back is Carrera, and that one is gone.
Robinson Chirinos is having an interesting season. He has power to him, but he's not hitting for average. But when he does get a hold of some pitches, he hits it pretty deep. But here, the Blue Jays bring in a reliever. I guess they had enough. So Eric Thames hits a rope to the second baseman, but it's caught. So that 3-2 lead stays intact in the fifth. And here Josh Hader gets Cabrera to strike out and gets out of the inning. And here he is again. Soler, he comes up. He looks good in the Brewers uniform right now. And in the sixth, he just misses that pitch, pops it up to center. His swing is so powerful. I mean, like, he hits the ball so hard, and it feels like, it comes off the bat really good. I'm excited, man. I can't say enough about this guy. But Franklin Gutierrez actually has a bad game behind him in the fourth spot. He goes 0 for 4 in this game. But here in the sixth inning, Josh Hader is running into a little bit of trouble. He walks Kendrys Morales to load up the bases. So with 2 outs, he at least gets the batter to swing at a pitch in the dirt. So he gets out. They bring in the side armor, Joe Smith, in the eighth, and he walks Robinson Chirinos Eric Thames comes up, swings at a pitch in the dirt. Robinson Trinos tries to advance to second, but he's thrown out by a mile. I don't know what I was thinking on that one. But Eric Thames gets his redemption, hits a ball up the middle, and you know who's up next. Jorge Soler. Let's see what he can do on this at bat.
Ready to deliver. Now a shot to center field. Back goes the center fielder, but this ball has plenty behind it, and it's a home run.
I promise y'all, I almost threw my controller. I was crazy excited when I hit this home run. 2 home runs in his debut. This was a no-doubter right off the bat. That's so crazy, man. I can't believe that in his debut he hits 2 home runs.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap.
Antonio Bastardo gives up a home run right back into who? Edwin Encarnacion hits his second home run of the game, and Antonio Bastardo is not looking good in relief of Josh Hader. I'm trying to get Hader some wins, and here we get a batter to pop out to the catcher, and Parra is pinch running for Kendrys Morales, and look what he tries to do. He tries to tag up on a pop up to the catcher. He gets thrown out. He saves me that inning because he gives me an extra out, and Steve Geltz comes in to close. Uh-oh, here we go again. He gives up a hit to start the 9th. But luckily, we get the next batter to ground out into the 3-6-3 double play. So we got one more guy, and Kevin PR strikes out. And Jorge Soler has a great debut for the Brewers. Hits 2 home runs. He's got 6 on the year. Josh Hader gets the win. This is a perfect day for the Brewers. Our young guys are getting wins. Our newcomers are hitting home runs. Stay tuned. Hit subscribe. I'll be back.